Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer. We've got some Final Fantasy 1R, Zelda 1R AP tournament fun this evening. I am some guy, Classic Gamer 76, and joining me in the booth is some other guy, Sonny Rap. How's it going this evening, Sonny?
It's going real well, especially after seeing this starting party for the Final Fantasy randomizer side, because as many people may know, I am a huge Thief fan. And that's all thanks to the Master of Thieves himself, Will Bloodworth, teaching me way back in the day.
Well, they're taking 4 times as many thieves as Will normally takes.
That they are, and that's because the for slot 1 this time around was a thief. So
yeah, it's too bad
we're still, as far as I know, under the
mic audio. I guess
boon, if you will, for some people, of no fighter seed yet.
Well, yeah, I have not seen a fighter seed yet either. Of course, this is the second seed I've seen this tournament, but it still stands.
For the restream.
But we have Katanas and Hearts versus the Hylian Repairable. Windfox and Chester making Katanas and Hearts, and Hylian Repairable being Prometheus and Kingdoll.
Right.
As we've seen with Windfox and Chester, they have been an absolute force to be reckoned with. So Prometheus and Kingdoll definitely have some work cut out for them. Depending upon how these seeds play out, though.
And do you have clean
anything could happen
from your OBS?
That is very true. And say, you know, it's they call Topher the Great Equalizer, and I think in Z1R land they call level 9 the Great Equalizer. So we'll have 2 Great Equalizers going here.
To an extent, because with how Z1R works in Archipelago, the dungeon layouts are more vanilla. Okay. And by more vanilla, I mean they're completely vanilla. So it's
And how is this looking here? Okay.
It is something that you will see happen, where if somebody gets stuck on a Patra, it's just bad times for them.
Yeah, I think we're ready now.
I haven't played Zelda 1 in a while, but I still remember those Patras, and not fondly.
With the ladder prepared.
Yeah, they can be a bit of a button. Yeah, you can blame CJ if you wanted to.
Looks like it.
Yep, blaming CJ sounds good to me as well.
We're doing okay.
So we started about 5 minutes late, so we should be off in about a minute or so.
Be ready.
Yeah, it shouldn't be long of a wait before these runners get off and running. All right, Opno, if you're taking the blame, then so be it. We tried to save you from it.
But if you volunteer for it, you know, go for it. Take the blame. You know, I believe also the Z1 Overworld is vanilla, so you know that level 7 is locked the recorder, for example, among other things.
Yeah, because with how the rando is for AP, if I remember correctly, and it's been a little bit since I've actually fully looked at the settings for it, I think it only supports first quest right now, so no second quest in there, and not able to do mixed entrances between first and second quest. So
the countdown. Oh.
With it being as barebone as it is, it's a thing.
That is very true. But I believe if I remember, there was a custom FFR overworld for this.
Yes, and it's meant to look more akin to the Z1 overworld, as we see the starting sword cave just contains 5 rupees. Immediate jump into Matoya's cave with a lot of chests available.
I have a key.
More rupees.
Right? We've seen a lot of items going back and forth. I did see flame shields, which is going to be nice after promotion.
A blue ring going
there's
out.
So many fanfares in this.
That's always nice to see, having damage taken. Bombs as well.
And more bombs.
Starting off with a full 8-pack of bombs is huge, so that is very, very nice to see for both of the Z1 runners. We already see King Doll deviating, going into the Take Any cave. Gonna check that middle item and trying to see what it was once it shows up. As CJ is gonna run around the overworld for a bit. It was just 6,700 gold.
Not much there. Meanwhile, both Windfox and Prometheus are in the air. Windfox heading to Provoca, going to try to pick up an item from the pirates.
Yeah, time to see what the pirates have.
That's not great. I had a heart.
And CJ grabbing one of the secrets. It's a 207 rupee secret. Oh, baby.
Oh.
That is nice.
Money is not going to be an issue on the Z1 side.
There it is.
And just a silver shield coming in from Bicky, so
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
honestly not too terribly much,
But,
as
1,500.
CJ is going to go ahead and pick up the map check, or the letter check, if you will.
Gold. And power rod.
And it was just a house.
Little unfortunate, but sometimes that's how it is.
But meanwhile, I've seen some nice spellcasting weapon on Windfox's screen. A Black Dagger for 2 gold.
I
Not
mean,
much aquatics.
You can't beat that.
Aquatics, and also saw Invis 2, which is another great spell to have infinity casts of.
Especially when you are able to cast it on with all 4 party members and max out your evasion by turn 2.
And Black Magic level 2 had nuke, so they will have the ninjas will have nuke after promotion.
That's pretty good.
Some gold.
Back in Canary to check the weapon shop. There's Quad X sticks for 121. Always nice to see.
Triforce.
Oh, already.
Yep.
Ooh, and we have our first Triforce fragment found over on Hylian Repairable side. Over in the Temple of Fiends.
Oh, yeah. I'll buy the bones.
One down, 7 to go.
All right. CJ finding a bomb in the candle shop, and we'll find out what the other one is here in a
I
second.
don't think the blue ring.
Or no, that wasn't CJ. That was King Doll.
Really?
I'm taking no. I'm taking what
Quick,
the ring is.
meanwhile,
Yeah, it's,
Windfox finds the same Triforce segment over to Chest Jerk, so they both teams now have 1.
All right. Blue Ring shop has that's a book.
So I don't have a weapon.
All right, King Doll picking up the arrow. Just needs the bow now in order to fire that, but at the same time,
Or is it fair?
the silvers are going to be absolutely necessary later on.
useless.
Right up, no boomstick book would be amazing.
Buy some garbage real quick.
Yeah, I'll go to the shop also here. See if I can delay.
All right, looks like we're going to have a check of Canary Castle coming up here.
Yep, and of course with chests relocated, you're going to see players on the FFR side going in the rooms they might not otherwise bother checking.
I need a weapon. I don't have to be good.
Yeah, James
Give
Rune
me
being one of
Give
them.
me the boomerang. I'll be happy. Oh
Right.
no! Now I think.
And
the
here
boomerang
behind the
works. I kinda
king,
need it.
as well
Not the
as
blade.
Princess Sarah, there is another chest.
Book of Magic.
And
Yeah,
that
boy.
ice sword might come in
Which means
handy.
I can't. Which was kinda
Yes. Thieves can use that after promotion.
I'm gonna have those 2 checks left there for the key and the bomb, but it's not gonna.
We see a couple more
change
checks coming in from
anything.
Chest Jerk here. getting a pure, and we'll find out what this
It's
other one
only
is
8%
here
of
shortly
the
as we
items.
see temper swords where Wind Fox is
Right.
at.
I think that was Milmond. He's got heal 2 daggers as well.
Right, level 3. You can
Heal 2 daggers are huge.
pretty easily clear it with the.
We already got to
So,
dive into level
level
3
1
here from Kingdoll.
clock.
Good old free clock in a shop. All right, wooden sword coming from the Armos check. So there is at least a weapon for the Z1 side.
Z1 is always awkward without a sword.
Light axe.
Yeah. But at the same time,
sword
it
shield.
gives them a true test of their combat abilities. It looks like we're going to see CJ running into level 1 here, while Kingdoll is still just traversing through
Main
level
sword.
3.
Actually, yeah, let's go check
Sent
the.
a Bean sword with the Zolki drop.
Bunch of AP items in this card, yep.
Oh, level 1 had the Vorpal.
And that is a nice find for after promotion if you don't find a katana anyway. Although with 4 thieves, you could use that Vorpal as well.
Absolutely. The other major benefit.
I mean, so I dare say with that crit rate, that
No weapons. Still?
Vorpal was definitely a critical find.
All right, I'm gonna go finish up.
I was waiting for it. I knew it
doing
was
my
coming.
checks.
I wasn't going to let you down there.
All right, this Dark Nut room actually went fairly well for Kingdoll as CJ has made it through the Gorillas. Just a heart container here in 3, but not too bad of a find.
Being able to take a little more damage and stay standing is always nice.
Very much so. Oh
Whoa!
my goodness.
Silver hammer. Heal helm.
Level 1 silver arrow.
Yeah, I was about to say, I hope you all caught that because we got some power now. Level 1 silvers are huge. Only thing that's needed now would be that bow, and that power's fully online.
Prometheus now going through Canaria Castle, going to do the same checks Windfox did earlier.
And Kingdoll getting ready to approach Manhandla. Let's see if we can
Gold.
see the single
Gold.
bomb Manhandla kill.
Ice sword.
And I
So
see in
long
our
as-
tracker notes, Canoe was in level 1 as well. Level 1 was loaded.
Yeah, no
Are
kidding.
you gonna
there.
get some item soon? Like
Not going to be able to
now,
pick
or-
up the heart since it
No,
spawned
No, not
in
right
the
now.
wall.
I gotta
A
get
little
to
unfortunate, but
another place.
Okay.
not the end of the world. Oh, he already killed Manhandla. Gotcha. All right.
It comes out of the wall.
Respawn the room and actually get the heart
Okay,
container.
I'm gonna go buy some
And
keys.
that should be it for the level 3
Gonna buy some
checks.
keys.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
get a secret to go buy keys.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to March Cave. We are at 11%.
All right, looks
right now.
like Windfox is off. We have... Oh, yeah, that was the cube from level 1 as well.
Meanwhile, Prometheus is on the top side of Marsh.
Can't go wrong with that. And
Saber is good.
I'm not sure if we have CJ's Frozen on our end. Or if he's just waiting right now. Wouldn't surprise me if he may just be waiting right now.
Yeah, interesting play by Windfox going into Bahamut
you wanna
without the
hit that
tail,
thing,
but he
you
does
can.
get the power rod.
There we go.
Oh, what happened?
Power Rod, always a nice little find.
Sword. I got a sword. Oh,
Alright, looks like King Doll is sitting for a bit as
Armless.
CJ is now into level 2.
I'm gonna get my sword then.
Okay.
The good old moon level, if you will.
One day. One day.
And is there a
Ooh, so, Windfox is making a play that I absolutely love here.
Oh, I see it. Volcano. Except he's ducking out.
I know why.
Okay.
He is looking for
VI.
potions at this point. Because he only had 12.
Okay. And your step ladder.
Okay.
All right.
Now I
And the
can go get
Katanas
that.
have found their bow.
Yeah. I found my key also.
Also, blink and you miss it. Hylian Repairables
Red
found
candle.
the key. And red. Okay, this Martian
And
is
step ladder.
loaded.
Yep.
5 rupees.
Yeah, what?
Marsh always
Yeah,
provides.
I have a sword.
Just sometimes it's not pain and suffering. Or not just that.
I mean, this is a case that it was not solely pain and suffering.
Flame armor. Cabin.
Katanas has found their red ring. Nice.
Yeah, that's a big find. Taking 1/4 damage from everything.
Pure.
Pure.
You
So good.
gotta love it.
So good. Some people will say it's bad.
But
I, on the other hand.
you're gonna say it.
An
but
Opto
it's
point in
pure.
chat pointing out at least hit for the white sword or magical sword if you're
The clock. Okay.
going for a sword. It's like, I mean, you could take on Ganon with the wooden sword. I don't recommend it.
Magical
All right, here
key.
comes the single Dodongo.
Okay.
There's the stab. Magical key for Hylian Repairable. Even though keys were never really going to be an issue.
My oxide.
But I do agree with
Another dungeon open.
Opno's view on this because at least you'll have a higher damage output than that wooden sword.
Yes.
Oh, I have medical key now.
Yeah, you have key now.
All right, we're going to see the pirouette out of 1 and back
Pirouette.
into
Yeah.
1 from King Doll to
I need to
open up that locked
lost
door.
2 seconds. Oh no.
Oh no.
It's over. Start over.
Right. Hey, can we restart?
Of course,
Now
we
when-
know level 1 is loaded.
Windfox making the dive into Volcano. And Thavian making a very, very good observation.
Trade.
With that chiming cube, Sky is absolutely on the table. And with the Brack items,
And let's get this
it's
out of the
very
way.
doable.
Because I fucking hate Ice Cave.
Also see the Highlands got their Oxiel.
Vorpal Blade.
all right, Opno, or not Opno, CJ. Sorry, Opno, I'm apparently trying to throw you into this race. CJ has decided to jump into 5.
Yeah. Iron Gauntlets.
Wall Master.
17. Wallmaster room, got it. I'm
No.
not near anything yet.
I am out of Wallmaster room.
Okay.
That looked like it was an incentive AP item from the pause there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that definitely
Triforce
looked
level
like
1.
it was.
Let's see if it's. Oh, it's a silver arrow. Okay.
I didn't see that a red
I am
candle
going
was sent
into a
over.
room
That's
with items.
nice.
It's good now.
Triforce. Gold. Gold. Smoky.
Ooh, another
Jeez.
Gold.
Triforce fragment sent for Katanas, as well as a second one for Hylian Repairable. Oh gosh, this blue Dark Knight room, so long as things
Yes.
go somewhat friendly,
Can get
won't be all that bad, but it's not been looking too terribly friendly so far.
I've never associated a room with blue dark nuts with being too friendly, personally.
All right, CJ making it through, no problem.
And David Hawk in chat pointing out they clearly just want the hug. Yes, so does Kraken.
Was that a vanilla recorder? Yeah, it was. That was absolutely a vanilla recorder. Okay. Leslie Pro, you read my mind. I didn't even have to say it.
Hylian grabs their cube, and of course,
Got you
yep,
the
coming
letter.
up,
letter. Okay.
let's grab the recorder in level 5 item recorder.
Keep the potions here.
Yeah.
And how nice an Excal. Maybe one of these days we'll get a fighter seed.
Not on hearts. but
Heart container for Highland, that's
Yeah,
nice.
Nice. Good. I'm
It
gonna
is
keys.
already sitting at
Fair.
7
Full
hearts.
health, okay. Oh, key.
And Windfox is heading on down to Carrie's floor.
Bombs.
Ice cave done. I'm done with this bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
CJ going through level 3 here.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Meanwhile, Kindle gives the letter to the old lady, picks up something that he sends over.
Well, there's the bracelet for CJ. Nice bomb drop coming into play, too.
See, Windfox checking the often forgotten and rarely even cared about rooms on Carrie's floor.
Yeah, thanks to that chest shuffle, these rooms actually do matter a lot more. All right, there is CJ's first extra heart container.
And nicely timed, they get the wizard stick. I say nicely timed because, of course, that works quite well against Carrion. Ooh, a heart container for Katanas. That's always nice.
Yeah. That was the one that King Doll had found earlier on. Ooh, and a katana found here, so very, very good finds.
Why don't you do a hint? I think you have more.
Oh, I am so short.
Love seeing that when you have a thief party.
No kidding there. Being able to have 3 in-game weapons with the Vorpal and 2 katanas, it's always huge. Almost got the single bomb on Manhandla for CJ. 3 out of 4 is not bad.
Defense sword found too. That's nice. Another
Yeah,
heart container.
Windfox has got to figure out
I have.
what he wants to drop.
rattle
CJ
bow.
picking up that 3rd heart container that's here in
you do.
3.
Yeah. So I think.
And there's the
probably
roost stick
use
in
the
the
next hint.
inventory.
All right. Level 8 rupee drop. For that.
Healed up to full,
That's fine.
and it's time for a carry pull.
See,
That's fine.
Hylian hitting for the tail. Well, when you've found some of the items you found, you definitely want that. Windfox trying Brack on carry, which is a solid 3 and 256 gamble, but you know sometimes those land.
Actually,
You never know when it's going to happen. Oh, she has mute touch.
That's not good, and that was the thief that was going to use the heal 2 dagger.
Yeah, King Doll picking up the red ring here from 2.
That's fine.
Can't even use heal pots either.
Nope.
So it's a little bit of a dire circumstance here for Windfox.
Yeah, I was about to say this is not looking too good here.
And
Ice
Carrie
2.
being spell happy is just even worse. As she throws out a hold.
And then a second and a third. Carrie's
And then
just saying
dark.
hold it. Yeah. I don't remember if we have improved dark on in this flag set.
That was a good one. That was a funny one, game. Thank you.
I'm not sure either, but okay, there's fast.
Hilarious. I laughed.
I would start
laughed so
throwing
hard.
out Brax at this point.
Yep. 3 and 256 might be your best chance.
Silver helm.
No,
Because
the
in a
game
battle of
killed me.
attrition like this, 3 and
Just
56
completely killed
is
me.
what you gotta go for.
Yeah,
Almost
especially in
an
Viz 2 is not going to help when she's spell happy.
Tail,
I
so I
have
can
the-
actually
the-
equip.
yeah,
I have
the-
nothing to equip right now.
Yeah, the red ring now. So you should. Level
All right,
eight
we
is
got
gonna be
CJ
super
going through level
slow, but
4 right
at the-
now.
At the beginning.
And
Finally-
that's... Ooh.
Ouch. Hylian did pick up their chime and the Triforce fragment.
Good block clip there from CJ. And there's that ribbon that would have been nice earlier, but it all works out. All right, Woodfox gonna make his way into the good old Mirage Tower into Sky. So we have Sky going on right now.
King Dell, meanwhile, diving to level 8. I think actually took a wipe to the manhandle. I'm not sure.
Well, I did see the tail get sent out, so may have taken one, but also may have just ended up sending out that tail and then took a retry. Nice block clip there by King Doll. We're about to have a promotion over on Prometheus' side as CJ is working on clearing out level 4 here. And that's the white sword.
Hylian, meanwhile, picks up a ruby as well.
Yeah, damage being doubled right now is really, really nice to see. CJ hitting for the step ladder. As King Doll hints for the flute. Gonna be heading to level 5 very, very soon. And heading straight for the recorder in and of itself. After the proper name is hinted for, as it doesn't register hint flute as the recorder. And Windfox is diving Marsh. Now we know earlier from Prometheus doing this that there was a lot of good stuff in here.
Kingdale, meanwhile, diving level 5.
Yep, gonna get that recorder that was just hinted for. And CJ in level 6.
Prometheus diving volcano. We know that Carrie is not playing around. Looks like Prometheus is diving down straight towards Carrie.
Oh yeah. And I agree with that. Good old shoot an arrow to collect a rupee. But yeah, there is one major difference for Prometheus that other folks didn't have, and that's Prometheus has the ability to equip real swords.
Yes. Thieves gain more than any other class, I think, when they promote an FFR.
Yeah. And there's the stepladder found. Oh boy. Blue was robes. My nemesis, if you will. Nice shots from CJ to take down the lifelike.
Now, Kingdale going through the blue dark that room, actually having a little more luck than we've seen some, I think, Chest Jerk had.
Yeah. Kingdale's had a much better blue darknet room here. Like, I will admit, I love the blue Wizrobes, but at the same time, oh dear lord, do they annoy me.
Right, you know, on Katana's side, they get a key and a red candle. And of course, your step ladder.
Yeah, that stepladder being huge, and there's the recorder pickup for Highly Repairable, so Dig Dogger is now able to be defeated. Gonna make a quick stop here in the Dodongo room in order to refill on bombs. And there's the magical key for CJ as well. So we're looking pretty good.
Right, CJ picks up the Axial, sends it over the Windfox, so that'll open up C for them.
And the magical rod item ended up being the loot.
That's
That
big.
is massive.
Yes.
Windfox immediately hinting for the rod. Not that I can blame him.
Well, Prometheus is down on Carrie's floor, checking all the normally not checked rooms. And the note by our tracker is that Ribbon was in a level 5 key drop. That's another big find.
Yeah, that is a massive find. And Vaughn coming in with the raid. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say that you were probably in an all keys race. Alright. Level 6, soon to be finished here by CJ.
Well, the level 5 Triforce item was the canal. I don't think that's particularly useful in this flag set.
Nah, not gonna be all that useful. go. Lincoln, you're gonna miss it. There's the Goma down. And oh, that's where the rod was. Yikes.
Prometheus checking their items. Going to take on Kelly, who actually looks rather cold for being at the bottom of a volcano.
Yeah, that palette swap is a bit icy.
Now Katanas finds the tail, so that will allow Windfox to promote. And Hylian finds a heart container. That's always nice.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that Windfox is just gonna blitz straight for that promo. Yes, the rod was hinted. Unfortunately, we weren't able to see exactly where it was on the client itself. But now we know. Alright, CJ has hinted for a bunch of Triforce fragments.
Now Prometheus having an easier time with Kelly so far. Actually got a pretty good hit out of Glad.
Alright. It's about to be time for that katana to get some use.
Prometheus takes down Carrie, so I think that's going to be the first orb we've seen lit.
Yes, it is. Good damage coming off of that katana, making carry no problem. I have a feeling we're going to see Windfox double back to Volcano as he's doing that right now. And we're going to see some Fiend Dungeons start to get cleared.
We definitely are. I mean, we've seen the Chime, the Cube, the Axial. I think I saw the rod hinted at it. I don't know if anyone's been able to pick it up yet.
So CJ picked up the rod for Windfox. It was actually in level 6 at the Triforce item.
Hylian grabs the power bracelet, and Katanas grabs another heart container. Always love to see those.
You know, it's one of the times that I can actually say Goma made a difference in this scene. And Windfox is probably not going to take any encounters until after getting that XP bonus. If not, lighting 2 orbs, getting the XP bonus from those, and then we'll probably look at starting to take encounters while going through Sea and then Sky, as those 2 dungeons will give the most XP yield. We may even potentially see a Warmech fight from them.
I always love seeing Warmech fights. I mean, the Sea and Skies you pointed out, those make great walking grinds.
Alright, Kingdoll going through 6. We'll be picking up the rod here at the end.
On Hylian's side, they're still stuck with that wooden sword. That's painful.
Fortunately, bombs actually are decent against Wizrobes, so not as much of a worry in that respect. You would much rather see a white sword, if not magical sword, here for King Doll, but you never know what you can get.
Windfox doing a lot better against Carry this time. Big hit came out from that katana.
Vorpal swing 6 for 836. Holy moly.
Yes, Fabian, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Another fast item. That is so good for Windfox here. Looks like we're going to see a jump back into level 8. Windfox going to check the Elven Armory here. Opens up the single box that's in there. And is back in the air and off.
Prometheus going through Mirage, picking up the chest there.
Alright, procedurally generated Earth. One of my favorite things as CJ is going through level 8 right now makes the block clip. Gonna pick up the item here. And Windfox just grabbing these chests.
Katanas finds the ruby, which I think, as I recall, sometimes to make it is worth getting, sometimes it isn't. And Hylian has their loot.
Yeah, so pretty even footing here on the seed between Prometheus and Windfox. It's just who can take down fiends faster as well as obtain those remaining Triforce pieces.
And both teams now have their loots and their keys and their silver arrows, so they have the go mode items in those regards.
Yeah, the all-important items now that are remaining are those Triforce pieces for Z1.
And Hylian's found the magical sword that was in Mirage. Sky provides even before reaching Sky.
What a find. Alright, Windfox diving deeper into the Earth Cave.
And that looked like it was incentive. It was a Triforce fragment.
There's the rod for Hylian Repairable. So Prometheus now able to access all the Fiend dungeons. Is looking pretty good as it stands.
Windfox diving deeper into Earth, getting rid of annoying bats.
So the wooden sword Vaughn was over at the power bracelet spot, and it was pretty free to get.
Kindle diving level 4.
Alright, looks like CJ is still going, might still be going through level 8. Windfox working on picking up these hinted Triforce pieces, continuing to dive through the Earth Cave. It's now time for Earth 3.
Prometheus going now in Sky 1. Grabbed a bunch of chests in the Bane Sword room.
Always fun when you have enemies move up to the HUD. The AP implementation of Z1 can do that from time to time. Alright, we got CJ back up. Exactly, Opno. I've seen it happen quite a few times throughout this tournament. I can't help but laugh each time it happens, just because, you know, there's a little bit of humor to it. Not too terribly much, but just a little bit.
Well, Windfox slows up for a speed bump in Earth Cave, and she takes the whole round.
Yeah, the Vorpal only did one, but the Sun Sword, being that Cure 2 sword that Hyde has equipped, is pretty good.
That'll be pretty good against Lich, too.
No kidding there.
And that pause indicates that was a key item. That was a Triforce fragment.
Always a good find. And there's the white sword found by Kingdoll. Alright, Windfox breaks the plate and is now onto the last 2 floors of Earth as Prometheus is looting Sky 2. We've got Kingdoll here in 4 and CJ working on finishing out level 8 here.
Alright, meanwhile, Hylian's found their slab up in Sky. So they'll be able to translate that slab and go to Lefane if they really think they need the item.
Well, I believe that was a raft that we just saw on CJ's side.
Yes, it was, and a heart container for Hylian as well, and the Triforce fragment.
Can't be upset about another Triforce fragment. This is getting pretty close.
Even in orbs, Hylian has a 1 Triforce fragment lead, but that could easily change.
I can change very, very quickly considering how these tend to play out. A little bit of EXP. And that was another incentive box, and that just ended up being a house by the looks of it.
Katanas, finds the food, and Hylian finds the crown, so that will open up the kindly old king check on the FFR side.
As well as Castle of Ordeals, as there are no early checks in this flag set. Alright, Windfox is taking on a speed bump, and it's going to be a blink and you miss it. Maybe not. Might go into a second round. It does go into a second round.
But it doesn't survive that second round.
I believe CJ has hinted for all the Triforce fragments. And Windfox is hinting for either a second or potentially a third ribbon. But I have a feeling we're going to see Windfox heading into Sky before too long.
That would be my hunch as well, because Sky, as is well known, provides.
I mean, it has been shown over on Hylian Repairable side that it does actually pay out. And if you're wanting to preserve steps, you want to go right and then up. You will take one less step going right and then up. Oh, we're going to see a dive into ice first.
Prometheus going across the Bridge of Destiny did not take on a Warmech.
You were saying?
Oh, I was thinking the Warmech was patrolling on 4 for some reason. It's like Prometheus is taking on the Warmech. I like it.
Ooh. Slot 1 immediately gets just blasted, but already has Fast and Temper out, might actually be able to make it through this fight without too much of a problem. Just has to hope for no nuclear to come out. 2 more Tempers stacked up, 4 hits for 281. Not bad, but Nuke's going to come out, and that's going to wipe the party.
Yeah. That's always rough. We know, and Prometheus knows there's 1 nuke out of the Topher pool.
Yeah, it's always good to see that that nuke is out of the pool, and Ice having at least 1 Triforce piece is definitely nice. One of the few times that we can say Ice has actually paid off. There's that second ribbon. Gonna throw on the Pro Ring.
Prometheus making the beeline back up for the top of Sky. Will probably not fight the Warmech this time if it reappears.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're not going to see that fight come up again. And Windfox is about to ascend the Mirage Tower and head into Sky. As CJ is just going through 5, takes down Dig Dogger and picks up the Canal at the Triforce location. King Doll, on the other hand, working on getting through level 8 right now. And we're about to have a Tia fight on screen for Prometheus.
And Tia looks half like she's already been hit with a Brack spell.
A little bit. Tried to go for the one-shot Bane, but it did not work out. Damage poison coming out. Not going to do too terribly much to that ribboned ninja.
Prometheus deciding between Bane and who's Temper?
Yeah. Heal 2, though, isn't a bad choice because at this point, knowing that that damage poison is in her list, gets quite a bit of damage out.
Indeed it does. Trying for the Bane again. Of course, we saw the Brack items early on, but Prometheus apparently didn't pick them up, but it doesn't matter as Bane lands.
Poison Smoke. That's all you need is hit that Poison Smoke and everything's good. Alright, running through the boxes, gonna find out what all is in them. There is at least a black shirt. Magical Boomerang. And yeah, with that food, all of level 7 has been opened up.
Right. Hylian has found their herb, and Katanas found their slab now.
Yeah, Windfox is just looking for, I believe, the Triforce fragment in here. I might be mistaken.
don't recall exactly where it was. Of course, I thought maybe that was back down in Mirage. There was something big in Mirage.
I don't recall. One of the Triforce fragments that was in Mirage Sky. There it is.
Katanas also sent over 2 heart containers, although perhaps not the most convenient of times.
Everything was fine. Red Ring had CJ covered.
Prometheus is diving into Earth.
Ooh, thunder coming out from the Manticores here. That could be really, really bad. But fortunately, it doesn't go out again, so Windfox is going to get, hopefully, a decent amount of experience from this fight. And just like that, the party is level 16 for Windfox.
Which means, of course, the ninjas are now learning the spell, so I'll be interested to see if he actually goes back to any of the early towns and picks them up, because we did see that level 2 nuke.
That we did. Alright, we have a Tetris piece of chests.
Yep, Katanas finds their crown, so they will be able to do the Astos check.
CJ working on level 7 here, as Windfox will soon be going to fight Tia. He does still have that Brack Dagger, so we may actually see that used here in just a moment.
Kindell's actually, he's waiting at level 9, so I think anticipating Prometheus finding the last Triforce fragment pretty soon, or close to it.
Alright, we're seeing a lot of temper go out. Windfox opting to not use Brack, as Vorpal really doesn't do much of anything. Damage poison to come out from Tia. Not doing too terribly much to the party.
Kingdale does not appreciate that the old man will not let them into level 9, so uses the red candle on them a few times.
There's damage coming out now. 4 hits for 688. And going to continue to use tempers as CJ is continuing to go through level 7. That was 904 damage to take down Tia for Windfox. It's going to be the 3rd orb lit.
Prometheus continuing to go through Earth.
Windfox jumping back in because yeah, he did not want to... Oh no! He is coming back to check Mirage 2. And that's what he was checking. Grabbing that magical sword for CJ.
Kindell feels sorry for that old man and gives him some food.
So we're looking pretty even right now on Triforce fragments. Windfox does have a lead when it comes to the Fiend dungeons.
Prometheus is going through Earth, so they'll probably actually be even again pretty soon. I don't think anyone has even gone to sea yet.
Yeah, nobody's gone to sea yet, but we're about to see the jump into sea by Windfox. He's grabbing a few houses, which I like the play. And it's time to resurrect that fallen light warrior. And now it's time to dive into the sea shrine.
It looks like he's going to go Kraken side first. I actually like this play because who knows, there's some chance you find everything you need on the Kraken side.
Always possible, and here is Lich 1 for Prometheus. Windfox working on diving down towards Kraken.
And meanwhile, no more Lich 1 for Prometheus.
That is very, very true, Opno. If the Triforce fragments are on the way, there's no reason to jump back into sea. But if they're not, then that's all the reason to jump back into sea.
And this must be unrunnable, or Windfox is really hurting for experience.
It's a decent experience pack, but it's not one that I personally would take. Though with that Ice 2 sword, it does make getting it down a little bit easier.
And David Knock in chat pointing out, those C1 runners doing nothing tells us that they both know Triforces are an FFR. And interesting, little divergence. Prometheus is going right first, so that could be an advantage if there is, especially a Triforce fragment over here.
Yeah, and with as large of a room as TFC is, there could be quite a few chests in it. Yes, Z1R is most definitely in BK, just waiting for the last two Triforce fragments at this point, and then it will be getting to the pig and sticking him with the silver arrow. Now for the room that I forget exists in C at this point. This is the northmost room in Sea Shrine on Kraken's floor.
It's like we did find the opal bracelet, which, even for a ninja, is a very nice piece of armor.
It absolutely is. A couple more boxes for Windfox finding the TNT. And now the room that leads to Kraken, which can be loaded with chests.
We have not seen some of the incentives on the FFR side, so it's possible there's a Triforce fragment lurking there.
That's very possible, and we already see one chest coming up. That's an incentive box.
Yep, there's one Triforce fragment for Katanas. He's with just one more to find.
Yep, one remains. Alright, is Windfox going to go for Brackstrats? Not looking like it. Oh, Run is immediately on a knee. And they are both just awaiting that final bit of the Triforce. More Ruse, more Temper. Thunder comes out. That's going to take Run out. Got to resort to the Brack strats now.
See, according to our tracker notes, there are 2 Triforces, one on Sea Kraken's floor, the other in Sharknado, which is just the floor before it.
Windfox, you got to Brack here. He's not going to Brack. This could be very, very bad for Windfox.
Yeah. This looks dicey.
Even though the scaling on the bosses is anywhere from 100 to 200%, it's going to be better to Brack than not at this point. More Temper's going to come out. Hide goes down. Heal 2 getting used. Brack's going to go out. Broken into pieces. That is the final orb lit for Windfox. Party is going to be level 19 across the board. Thanks to the Deads gaining EXP. Just got to make it out now.
It was short Topher. Do you think level 19 is sufficient? We do not have very high scaling.
It can be. It just depends upon where the other nukes are going to show up in the spell lists.
Windfox did not dive the right side of C, so I think he's probably going to go back and do that. Yep.
He is, as Prometheus is working on going through the Sea Shrine.
Basically, Prometheus and Windfox have exchanged sides of Sea Shrine, so after this, they're both gonna have to find that last Triforce fragment somewhere else.
Yeah, and keep in mind with the parties being ninjas, level 27 is approximately where you're going to see those ninjas go over 400 HP, and that is where nuke survivability is guaranteed. So that is something that may come into play here.
Very true, because they are not actually that close to level 27.
No, they are not.
And honestly, some of the damage output I'm seeing from Windfox's side isn't looking too good.
It isn't right now, but that is level 20 on the entire party, and that is all the Triforce fragments found for King Doll and Prometheus. King Doll has started exploring into level 9. Will be heading straight for Ganon and taking him down.
I haven't seen Prometheus's levels. We'll see what we can find here. Kraken not looking too good today.
Yeah, Kraken's looking a little sick.
Yeah, that is not some calamari I would eat. Especially when it hugs you that hard.
I agree with you on that one. 6S 152 though from that katana, that's not too terribly bad. Gonna opt to Invis too, which, you know, I'm not against the play.
I like that play. Ooh, that was some big damage there.
Yeah, that was a hit for 325. That was pretty good.
Yeah, Kraken looking punch happy, which is never a good thing, but when you can get the Invis 2s up, it's not so bad.
Your guess on where King Doll is going is as good as mine.
Prometheus takes down Kraken.
All 4 orbs lit. This is... Whew. This is a close race, is what this is.
Yes, that is exactly what this is.
Prometheus might actually take a stab at Topher here. Albeit levels are not going to be the runner's best friends. Windfox running through, trying to find that last Triforce fragment. more food sent to CJ. And there's the last Triforce fragment. So CJ will be entering the rest of level 9 here before too long.
That's interesting. The tracker called Mermaid's Floor Sharknado.
Because of the chest shuffle.
Yep. Right, so Windfox has that last Triforce fragment, is heading out. You know, I don't think we ever saw a warp. Actually,
No,
be useful.
I don't think warp was ever found, but it is time. Windfox is... Knowing how aggressively Windfox plays, this is absolutely a level that he feels comfortable going at.
Meanwhile, CJ also going through level 9. Who doesn't love Patchers besides nobody?
Go to the next room. Nuke, I believe, was in Provoca, level 2.
Yes, they would actually have access to it. Which was some of those low damage outputs isn't bad, and Saber and Fast at level 4, those are nice finds.
Yeah, Fast is huge. That actually frees up an item slot if decided upon for some sort of other magic item. But I don't foresee Windfox doing that.
Prometheus is about to pick up Fast. Interesting. I don't know if you maybe used the spells on it before Chaos, but Saber is there too, and that can be potentially useful.
It very well could, and here's Windfox picking up the nuke spell. So we will see a few casts of the 100 to 400 damage range spell, the ultimate black magic spell, if you will, for Final Fantasy 1. As CJ is still going through level 9, we're about to have a pig on Kingdoll's side. And here we go. Should be a relatively quick fight for Kingdoll so long as the stun lock is maintained, which it is for the extra 3 hits that's needed. Triforce has been picked up, and now with that, we're going to have 1G of bacon is served. Block clip to get to Zelda, a bomb, and there we go.
Meanwhile, Prometheus is taking on Lich 2. Who's actually hanging around a little bit.
So that is 1G for Hylian Repairable. Oh, I see where Windfox is going with this. Alright.
Yep.
I can dig it.
I can too. Get some experience, get a masa.
I mean,
CJ serving up some ham as well.
Yeah, some bacon, and get your G out for Katanas and Hearts. And there is the Maza for Windfox.
Wait, Prometheus finds a ribbon there. I don't know if that had been hinted for. Boy, this is so close.
Yeah, this is wildly close at this point.
Windfox goes left, perhaps hoping for a Lich, finds a Tiamat instead.
Opens up with a tornado. A little unfortunate to see, but not the end of the world. We've got Tempers, we got Fast, we got Invises, we got everything under the sun. Poke and Hide go down. So it's just down to run and stab.
And there's Nuclear. Ooh, that's a wipe.
But thanks to the save on Game Over, Windfox is going to keep that experience, head over to the right, and it's going to be Lich and Carry coming up as Prometheus is fighting Carry.
So right side is definitely the way to go. We know it. The runners now know it.
And that knowledge is all it's going to take. At this point, it's now going to be who gets through faster, as Carey takes a massive hit on Prometheus' side for 875. Lich taking a hit for 1,161 on Windfox's side. We have dueling carries right now, and this is intense.
Prometheus using heal 2. Tempered up Katana wielder. 1044 carry goes down.
All right, we will probably have dueling chaos fights here very soon. 3 hits, 1501 for Windfox. Oh, damage!
Oh, indeed. Prometheus has pulled chaos. I didn't see much in the way of adjustments. Windfox healing up now, sticking on chaos. We've got dueling chaoses here.
We do. We're gonna see Invis 2s. We're gonna see a lot of tempers, and here goes a swing for Prometheus. Tempers are going out. That first swing, 74 damage, just a single hit.
That is an evasive chaos.
Very much so. Ruza's going to come out, more tempers. We're going to see an Invis 2 on Windfox's side. Another swing, 2 hits, 252. Not bad. Damage is getting better. More hits are coming in. But at this point, it's not looking like the Katana is going to be the weapon of choice for this fight. It might actually be that Maza, as Windfox should be maxed on evasion on that slot 1 ninja. It's just going to be a matter of tempering up and fasting up the Vorpal wielder. And here we go, first swing, 2 hits, 377, better damage, 2 hits, 468 coming out from Prometheus. More heals just to try to keep the party alive.
495 for Windfox. 462.
Stop is going to hit that slot 4 character for Windfox. 2 hits, 552 for Prometheus. Swing and a miss from the Vorpal. It's just going to be all out hold A. 3 hits, 77. 3 hits, 289. More tempers going out onto that slot 4 for Prometheus. Fire 3 is going to come out from Chaos. 3 hits for 1,019. Chaos is still standing.
This is a beefy chaos. 216 comes out.
805 terminated. That is GG's for Katanas and Hearts. Heal 2 coming out for Prometheus. 4 hits for
1444.
Their times with our race bot. Katanas and Hearts, hour 13 minutes, 30 seconds. Hylian Repairable, an hour, 13 minutes, 42 seconds. 12-second difference.
That is amazing.
It's time.
Where's the 404? Yes, holy smokes, what a race.
It's time to put them all down.
I had
So
bad
will do so.
rolls. All right. Oh yeah, dude, that fucking I got 3 game overs.
Since we have all 4 of you down here, let me
I'm
first
gonna-
say, GG's, holy smokes, what a close race.
Holy moly. GG.
Yeah.
Yeah, they cost them time. Especially the Warmech one. The Warmech one was.
It was nice watching the last 5
Can we
minutes
go
or so
into
to
the,
see how close it was.
I guess
at
we
the
can go
end.
into broadcast.
Because obviously we know, but to see how it got there, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
just absolutely nuts. Windfox, you were slightly behind.
No, they'll
Going
pull
so
us in,
from
that's the
picking up
thing.
Maza, using that Vorpal, getting your fast, getting your tempers off. That allowed you to speed up the fight
True.
so much. And that's a play having
Oh yeah.
played
No.
FFR
Like
with
that's
you
where we go to
for
wait.
years, that's definitely a play
They'll
I'd
pull us in
expect.
when they know that.
What if I wasn't going for the Masa,
yeah.
but I was going for the Warmech?
I'm gonna
I
go
mean,
smoke
I
that.
knew you were going for the Warmech anyway for the experience, and then the Maza just ended up
No,
being
that was
fun.
so fucking close, man.
Yeah, because I was only like level 21. So I knew I was going to be behind in levels. I was like, I have to gamble on the Tri-State Warmech, hope it's there, and it was.
That was the entire dungeon. She's at the end of the dungeon.
Now, Prometheus, you encountered a Warmech on the Bridge
And
of
then,
Destiny and saw the worst case scenario come out of it.
Yeah.
How upset were you after getting nuked?
I was like, why did I start this fight? Why did I think I could fight him right now?
and then he nuked me, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is gonna be a time loss. I shouldn't have fought him. I should have waited till later on. And that's where I thought, like, that's where I figured my biggest time loss was gonna be, because I had to run through all of the wind area again to Emmett's place, and I was hoping I wasn't gonna get Warmech. I was just gonna go through, bane it, and then fight it later on. But early I was like, okay, maybe I can grab some experience here. It'll be fine. It wouldn't be bad. And then I remembered, oh yeah, he's going to do something stupid like always, and he always does.
Yeah, that's Warmech for you in a nutshell.
Yeah. Good summary.
Now, the Z1R side, there was only one real difference, and that was in the weaponry for the longest time. Kingdoll, you actually got the magic sword much earlier, thanks to Prometheus exploring through Mirage 2, and then Windfox, you ended up going back getting CJ's magical sword after defeating Tiamat.
Yeah, we had hinted for the Triforce pieces, and there was no Triforces there, so we skipped it. And then I was out of things to look for. I says, "Oh, where's Magical Sword?" And it was he already passed it, unfortunately. So I told him, if it's out of the way, don't bother. I'll just go with White Sword. But it wasn't too far away from the path, so it was okay.
Now, it was a quick dive back in to grab it, and that ended up working out fairly well. Now, watching you go
I had
through
silvers.
6,
My silver arrows got plenty of use in that seed, so it was fine.
very much so. Watching you go through 6, fighting the Wizrobes with the White Sword, I was like, I wish my combat could be this good when I'm playing casually.
I may have done that a few times in my time, so that's years of experience talking.
Oh yeah, I know you're a veteran runner of Z1R.
Z1 in general, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that's true.
Not just running, just playing it in general, for sure.
So usually in 6, I have no sword. When I play.
No sword. That's fair. That's fair. What are swords?
They're just pointy things that occasionally deal damage.
Yeah.
Right.
I did laugh again at the vanilla recorder location. All three of our races, the recorder was in that spot. I mean, what are the odds? Come on, game. I swear this is a randomizer, but what do I know?
It's like 1 in 300 something for each
That's
seed.
Pretty crazy. So, and I didn't. I mean, in game 2, in the previous game, I didn't dig it out right away. I hinted for it and then laughed. And I got to this point now. It's like, okay, I can dig 5 or I can go to 3. I'll check 5. Yeah, maybe it's in the same spot, and it wasn't the same. So,
Sure enough.
of course,
Seems to be a
the
black
game
belt.
knows, as always.
Black belts are gonna be king.
Classic
Rando's
Gamer,
gonna rando.
Yeah,
Classic Gamer, I'm gonna let you take over because I'm out of questions at this point. I still have to process.
I mean, of course, the problem is that makes 2 of us. I was going to say Rando's gonna rando, and especially likes to add a little bit of vanilla. So you were both looking basically down the Sea Shrine, needed 2 Triforce fragments, and you found them both on the opposite sides. What were your thoughts going? Because I saw Windfox went Kraken side first, but Prometheus actually gambled a little and went Mermaid side first. What were your thoughts there?
Oh, I
I'll
always go
take that
mermaid
first.
side first.
No, but it looks like he
So,
is a
Sonny already knows my answer to this one.
leader, so he's
Um,
played a lot
As a veteran runner of
in
FF1,
the ranking.
if you're 1 or 2 items from Gomorrah against a displacement,
He's in the top.
always goes towards your objective, which is Kraken. So I'm going to head left
Yeah.
side, gamble on both them being there. Obviously, they're on opposite ends, so you're stuck going both sides no matter what. But if we only needed 1, I'm going to Kraken side no matter what.
Which was actually my line of thinking during the race as well. But not only did we see Chaos terminate about the same time, we also saw Ganon killed at almost the same time. I think that was actually pretty remarkable. Runners were neck on both sides.
That was cool to watch at the very end, for sure. Everyone's close to the end. Just who's gonna finish first?
It's all about getting the 8 Triforces, and I guess it was close all the way.
Indeed.
After that, I guess. level 9 with Mags and Red Ring and 13 hearts.
You beat me in Hearts Kingdom.
Even-
I'll never live it down. I only had
Oh,
12.
oh, I did.
Yeah, I only had 12. I don't know which one I missed. Which one
I
did
shall
I miss?
consider this a win.
I believe that. Hang on a second. I believe that subtracts 15 seconds from my time, or adds 15 seconds. So I think we lost by 3 seconds. All right, update the records. That's I can't let it go. You hate to say that. I'm sure that's in the rules. Let me check the rules, please. I'm pretty sure that's in the rules.
I think I went and took
Yeah.
the last take and the heart. From the,
I did find that one at the very end, or I did take that at the very end.
Okay.
Yeah, because I needed one more check for my last hint, and that was my. I had found the raft. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll get the raft heart. So
Yeah, that was my last heart, I think.
yeah, I don't know what. I don't recall. I mean, I didn't. The only dungeon I did in full clear was 7. So if there was a heart at the end of 7, I didn't find it there.
Yeah, we didn't have the meat when I was in 7, so I also
I didn't either. I did half of it and then went back with the meat because I had again just getting checks for hints.
Yeah, I think the wand was the only thing I didn't have.
I don't have the wand either.
3 shields, 4 swords, 2 meats. You know.
Yep.
I'm so glad you guys didn't find the wand because of that early book, and I mean,
yeah.
the most
Honestly, I probably
commonly
wouldn't
hated
even.
thing, one fire.
If I'd had the wand, I probably wouldn't have used it. It would just been decorative, like my boomerang, which I'm sure I see chat enjoyed my boomerang escapades in the lobby of 9 because I got it while I was waiting there. Like, okay, I got time to kill. I'll just throw the boomerang around. So
That was
what else am I gonna do?
red candling him.
But didn't
what
you
else?
say and
What
gave him
else are you gonna
food?
do?
Yep.
Yeah. I fed him. I did. He's well fed.
Appropriate.
Yep.
Well,
John,
I'm out of questions. What do you say, Sonny?
I'm out of questions as well. I think we should move on to final thoughts because I believe Chess Jerk and Winfox, you both will be moving on to brackets, if I'm not mistaken.
We're 2 and 1, so it's debatable from what I heard.
Bro, there's going to be a chunk of 2 and 1s with same tiebreaker values, so
We'll see.
Don't know.
Yeah. We will discuss with the admins.
Yes.
That's fair because, I mean, the match you had last week, that was a rough match. This match actually ended up being a pretty tough match, very, very well played for all 4 of you, very evenly matched as a whole. And this seed was one that I feel like showed how much of a different beast Archipelago is versus playing the individual randomizers.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you guys are 2-1. Prometheus, Kingdoll. I haven't been keeping up with the standings terribly well, so I don't know where your standings at.
We're 1 and 2.
Okay. Still pretty good, all things considered.
We
And-
won
Oh
a
yeah,
match.
yeah.
There's a lot of good players in this tournament.
Yeah, I was about to say the turnout of the high level players for this tournament was a thing. Any final thoughts from either of you?
No, I'm just gonna say thank you for the commentary and tracking and everything, as we always do. Love putting these shows on, and GG's to everyone. Absolutely fantastic race.
I'm gonna say it's tough to do these things and have it balanced, and I think the Zelda part of this is like setting up for the other guy, and I think that's fair in this kind of tournament. Like we're the guests here, I feel like, but yeah, but it's been fun. It's been I don't know anything about the Final Fantasy, so it's been a journey of hearing
It's
about.
been interesting to learn what strats are for sure.
Yeah, I've learned a few names and stuff. We'll see if I play a seed later on, maybe. Seems complicated though, way more complicated than swinging a sword or counting bombs or.
You still swing. You still swing swords. It's just in a different context.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not the 2
FFR.
buttons and the D-pad. It's not.
Yeah, right.
It's a lot more menuing, and I hear about discarding things and making them inventory work and stuff like that. We don't really have that in the Z1R.
Yeah, and I think everybody in the FFR community will agree with me when I say FFR is a much different beast of a randomizer, with it being an RPG randomizer.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
So it's
Well,
interesting to see like the combination of them. But I feel like probably the Zelda 1 game is a little bit too short, and it ends up not really mattering what's happening in the Zelda game. But I mean, it's tough to make it balanced. So
Mhm.
I understand that's how it ends up. It's two games that are not supposed to be played in this variant.
Yep,
but,
that's right.
but it's been fun.
Prometheus, throw it over to you for final thoughts, and then we'll finish out with you, WinFox.
Well, this has been enjoyable. This has been my first tournament type stuff, mostly playing Shard Hunt at the hardest settings that I could. Mostly when I do a randomizer myself, it's my favorite. I am more of a gambler, so going to places that shouldn't be usually kind of pays off for me sometimes. But first time doing one of these, really, really fun. Hope to do more archipelago stuff also. Really enjoy this type of format and hope to see the rest of the races.
All right, WinFox, all yours.
Most stressful thing I heard all race. King Doll is typing.
I had finished, and Winfox told me, okay, type in question mark done, so that when I'm done, I typed in, I'm like, okay, I'm ready. And then I saw King Doll is typing, I'm like, oh no, this is not good. Can you finish like next soon, please? I wonder
Of course,
if King Doll thought the same thing.
Of course, like I'm sitting there like A in brain strats with the Masa in the Vorpal, just holding A as my other party members are paralyzed. I'm just like hold A and just sit here and stare at the screen.
I'm going as fast as I can.
It's a little bit different than the race time GG when it just
Mm-hmm.
there's no knowledge, but this I also saw gesture typing. I was like, okay, he's typing. I guess I'll type.
Yeah.
And then it was down to the chaos, and it seems
And a
like it
couple
was
bat swings.
yeah, and the agony, the screaming, the no.
No.
Yes. Yes, my rolls were horrible.
There is always some sort of no that happens in FFR. That is something that I know WinFox and I have experienced many a time, as well as our restreamer Thavian. Pretty much anybody in the community, if you've run in a tournament, you will have stories of seeds that you just go no in constantly.
We mix in our nose with our laughing about where things are. That's always fun. Like a recorder in the same spot 3 times.
I can't believe you've gotten recorder in the same spot
That's
3 seeds in a row.
Yeah, I'm not that surprised, really. It's fine. I'm just happy I went for it without getting a hint this time. That's all. Instead of wasting a hint, like, oh, of course, that's where it is. Yeah, that's the worst feeling ever.
That's true. Well, Classic Gamer, I think we should probably get ready to close this out.
I agree. Well, GG's again to our runners. This was one amazing race down to the wire in both games. And big shout outs to our restreamers and tracker Fabian Hawk doing the double duty and double tracking. And thanks again for jumping in with me, Sonny. It's always great to do comms with you.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to do comms with you as well, Classic Gamer. It has been so long since we've been able to jump in the booth together, and oh, I'm glad we did this time around.
As am I.
So with that, be sure to give all 4 of the runners a follow. Give the FFR channels a follow. Come join both the FFR and Z1R Discords. If you're wanting to try either of the games, there are many resources available, many runners that are more than willing to help you get off the ground and learn all of the nuances each game has to offer. Also, be sure to give our restreamer and tracker Thavian Hawk a follow, and my co-commentator Classic Gamer 76, as each time we jump in here, there's always an interesting seed that happens. It's never been a seed that's been very straightforward when you and I jump in the booth together.
No, it hasn't. I love it that way.
As do I. So with that, I think we are going to call it a night. So I hope you all have a great night. We will see you for the next race of Final Fantasy Randomizer and Zelda 1 Randomizer Archipelago across connected worlds. Take it easy, everyone.